In today's video, we are talking about passive income in 2021 and specifically the methods that I am using to earn me some passive income to go alongside my 9 to 5, just to boost my money a little bit, get more money investing, get more money working for me. If one thing 2020 taught us is that we can all use a little bit of extra money. There's a lot of people who've been losing their jobs, a lot of people have found it very, very tough going, and there's that old phrase that if you've only got one stream of income, then you're only one step away from poverty. Passive income in 2021 is within everybody's reach, and in this video I'm going to go through the different ways that I'm earning passive income so that hopefully maybe you can get some ideas from it. I'll also talk about ways that I plan to add to my streams of passive income going forward in 2021. So I'm David from prettypenny.club. I make videos to help you reach your financial goals with content on passive income, investing, frugal living, generally making your money work harder for you. Subscribe if that sounds good to you. So before we get into the video, just a reminder that I said I would run another giveaway for January. Just to confirm that is happening, once again I'm going to give away any referrals that I receive from people using my links. So if you fancy getting started investing, or you're going to buy something on Amazon or anything like that, maybe you fancy a free trial of Prime, if you use the links down below I will get a certain amount of kickback from that. I'm going to take all that referral money that I earn, roll it all up and punt it out to some lucky YouTuber who is subscribed, who is commenting and who is liking these videos. So if you fancy a chance to win the referrals, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and that's you in with a chance of winning. I'll do the draw sometime in the beginning of February and announce the winner on this very channel, so stay tuned. Okay, so what is passive income? Passive income is money that you are earning on an ongoing basis for work that you have done upfront at an earlier point in time. So if you take, for example, a musician, Bon Jovi writes a song, and then for the rest of his life, people are playing that song on the radio, people are playing that song on Spotify, however they're doing it these days. Every time that song gets played, Jon Bon Jovi is getting a nice royalty. So he's done the work up front, writing a good song, or a designer's done the work up front, producing a design. Every time that is replicated in the future, it's quite likely they're going to be receiving some kind of payment for their work that they did before. And so this income comes in forever for as long as somebody is using that piece of work or listening to that piece of music. That is passive income. So why is it so good and why would you want it? Well, basically, once you've done the work up front, you are not any longer trading your time for money that you earn. It's just sitting in the background, turning over, still offering people some value. People are then using your product because they like it or they're getting some value from it. And every time they do so, you're getting paid a little bit of royalty, or you're getting paid a little bit of money for whatever service that is that you're offering. So there's lots of different ways to do this, and as I said, I am going to outline in this video the different ways that I am doing it currently and will continue to do it through 2021, and also some other ideas that I am not currently doing or I'm not currently earning passive income from, but I am very interested in getting started. The more money coming in, the more money you're earning, the more money you can invest, the sooner you reach your financial goals. You get the idea. Okay, so let's start with my number one way to make passive income, and that is through affiliate marketing. So what is affiliate marketing? Well, affiliate marketing is basically promoting someone else's product, and every time somebody buys that product or uses that service off the back of your recommendation, then you will receive some kind of payment or some kind of bonus for referring that new customer to this business. So case in point is Trading 212. I talk about my portfolio on Trading 212 all the time on this channel. I think it's a great product. I'm not sure. I think it's a great product. I think it brings real value. And so if you sign up to Trading 212 from one of my links, that is like a recommendation from me, then not only will you get a free share for using my link, but I will get a free share. So that free share can be valued up to £100. Sometimes, more often than not, it's worth, between £5 and £10. But sometimes you hit the jackpot as well. I've known friends of mine have got AstraZeneca shares. I personally have got Starbucks shares worth around $80 mark. And that's pretty good because it costs me nothing to set that up. But, every time somebody watches my video, or I can provide a useful bit of service, or maybe give them a little bit of information that they were missing before, they might use my link and sign up. Same goes with something like Amazon. I might promote a product or a book or a free Prime trial, something like that. If somebody clicks that, signs up to the service, I will get paid a little bit about that. So entirely free to set up. If you have a blog or a YouTube channel or Twitter even, Facebook, anything like that, you can start to embed your own links into your different posts. And hopefully some people will click your links, like what you're doing, and you'll make a little bit of money on the side. It's very, very easy. Obviously, the bigger the audience you have, the better, the more chances you have of bringing in some income. But look, you've got to start somewhere, and affiliate marketing is absolutely free. I highly recommend giving it a go. Sometimes affiliate marketing is considered a bit of a grey area. There's a lot of people pushing a lot of products that maybe they don't use or they don't like. Anything I would want to get involved with affiliate marketing are products that I use myself, products that I genuinely think are worthwhile. It's not what this channel's about. At the end of the day, I don't want to get people buying products that they're not going to use or they're not going to find interesting or they're not going to find useful. This channel obviously promotes frugal living as well, so I would only really want you to be spending your money on things that are genuinely going to bring you value. All the products that I affiliate for are in the description below, so have a little browse through them. If there's something that takes your fancy, I would appreciate it if you use those links. And just remember that this month I'm actually giving them all away, so I personally won't benefit, but you know, it helped get the word out for the channel, and you never know, you might just win your own affiliate fees back. Second way I'm making passive income is through a rental property. So a rental property is obviously at the other end of the spectrum from affiliate marketing. There is a significant upfront cost in buying a property to rent out. I kind of fell into it by accident. In many respects, I bought my flat, my first house in 2004. I've since got married, had a kid, all the rest. My wife and I live in a different house now. But I managed to keep the property I had before, and it's now bringing me in a steady monthly income. After taxes and all the rest, you know, it gives me some more money to put back into my ISA to keep that money working, to keep it turning over. Money buying money. Passive income at its best. So the landscape at the moment is not perhaps as attractive for landlords as it might once have been in the past, but still a very nice way. If you can get a regular tenant, a good tenant, it's a good way to bring in a little bit extra money every month. So I still own the underlying asset, obviously the house itself, and hopefully when I come to sell it many years down the line, it'll be worth a few quid more than what I paid for it in 2004. So number 3 is my investments with Trading 212. Of course you're going to have heard about Trading 212 by now. If you haven't, take a look at my last video. I'll leave a link somewhere around here. That's basically my update for the December month of 2020. It's pretty interesting. It's got a lot of traction, a lot of people watching it, a lot of comments, people are finding it interesting. So if you're looking to see what Trading 212 is all about, take a look at that. But basically it's a stock investing platform where you can buy stocks and shares from around the world, trade them if you want to. That's not really what I'm into. I'm into long-term investing. But while I hold those shares and while they continue to grow over the long term, quite a number of them are paying dividends. The beauty about dividends is that that is a regular payment paid to shareholders simply for holding the stock. Generally, as time goes by, those dividends are increasing, so the yield that I am getting back from those shares versus the cost is continuing to grow. I can take those dividends and reinvest them into more shares, so you get that nice compounding effect. But dividend investing and investing in the stock market as a whole has been very beneficial for me, and something that you can get started with a very small amount of money and just grow it over time. So number 4 is very similar. I have my ISA as a stocks and shares ISA, and that is invested with Vanguard. Vanguard offer a range of low cost index trackers which basically track the stock market. So over a long period of time, the stock market has been seen to grow somewhere between 7 and 10% a year, pretty much since its inception. So that's a nice steady growth for my money over a long period of time. Investing in index trackers and ETFs is by far the simplest way to get started investing. You don't need to worry about picking companies. You don't need to be able to read balance sheets. You don't need to understand the financials of a particular company. You don't need to sift through and find the best companies for you. You can buy a ready-made fund which is just going to track the stock markets around the world, and as they grow, so will your money. Of course, I am not a financial advisor, and if you are interested in getting involved in stocks and shares, I would highly recommend you speak to a professional to work out what kind of risk tolerance you have, what kind of things you'd want to get invested in, how and when you should invest, and some kind of strategy for however length of time you want to invest for. I'm just a dude on the internet. Never trust a stranger on the internet. Don't forget, folks, if you're finding value in this video, please drop a like. It will help the channel immensely. And of course, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're interested in hearing more content just like this. Let's carry on. So the 5th way I'm earning passive income is via some side hustles that I have been doing alongside my 9 to 5. So I am a computer programmer by trade. I have done some work for some companies in the past. I can't talk about it too much because I have NDAs with all these companies, so I can't talk about who they are or how much they've paid me or anything like that. But in each case that I've done some work with these companies, instead of taking an upfront payment, I have taken a tiny piece of the company. So hopefully the work I have done for them in the past is going to contribute to their growth, and I am now tied to the success of that company. So if they continue to grow, then my monthly payments from that company, or my annual payments, or however it works, will gradually grow alongside that. So rather than getting paid a certain amount, say £1,000 up front for a piece of work that I did, maybe I'll just get 1% of their profits every month for the remainder of my life. You know, that's a nice way to earn passive income. The money that you give up front and for the work that you've done up front is now going to pay you for years and years and years to come. It's a nice steady stream of income, and obviously you would hope that that money will increase as the company grows. The devil's in the detail, of course, but maybe that's something you could consider doing next time. So maybe you're an advertiser, maybe you're a designer, maybe you're a musician. Instead of taking an upfront payment, maybe consider sort of an ongoing royalty plan. It's a nice idea. It may not work for you, but that's one way that I will be making passive income in 2021. So number 6 is credit card perks. In this day and age, I see no reason to ever use cash. There are so many banks, so many services, so many different card payment providers now that want your money, that they're prepared to offer you all kinds of gimmicks and all kinds of bonuses just for using their product. Using a debit card or cash generally doesn't see you get anything back for any purchases you make. But if you use a credit card, then you sometimes get a cashback offer where you might get 1 or 2% back on your credit card spend. And there are other schemes like Air Miles, which is what I have, that see me earn points every time I use my card. So I am not recommending you go out and you spend on credit cards and rack up expensive debt just for the sake of earning a few points that might get you a cheap flight further down the line. But what I'm talking about is that every time we go out to spend on our groceries, any bills, any kind of payments that we need to make, we make them with a Virgin Airlines credit card. Now we've got a points tally growing in the background simply by carrying on spending as we would anyway, but using their card instead of cash. When you start to combine this with websites and cashback offers or particular supermarket loyalty schemes, you start to build up a nice pot that you just wouldn't get if you were spending in cash and not having these cards. So they're definitely worth getting. As I say, don't rag up credit card debt. Use them for your normal spending as you would, and make sure you pay off your bill at the end of every month. Otherwise, it's just going to cost you more in the long run than you would gain. So going forwards, what other ways would I like to be making passive income in 2021? Well, definitely a stream I would like to add to my income is this very YouTube channel. So when I started out just over a year ago, I didn't really have much of an idea about monetization, what it was, how to do it, all that kind of thing. I just wanted to put out a few videos, maybe to help people with some ideas on how to make a bit of extra money, how to spend a little less money, how to invest a little better. But as the channel has grown, I've gone through 1,000 subscribers and I'm approaching the number of hours that I would need to allow my channel to be monetized here, which basically means every time someone looks at an advert on my channel in the future, I'm going to be paid for that. That is something I definitely want to get involved in. YouTube can be such a powerful source of passive income. I've seen it on other people's channels. It certainly doesn't happen overnight, and anyone who says it's easy is lying, because I can tell you the hours that are poured into these videos, sometimes you think it's not going to be worth it, but I enjoy it and I'm starting to see there's light at the end of the tunnel here for monetization, which will certainly make it a lot more fun if I'm making some money off it. But what makes it so good is that the videos that I create will be there forever. So every time somebody watches one of those videos, even some of the old videos that I've made a long time ago, somebody's going to be shown an advert on that video, and all those adverts are tiny payments. They're all going to mount up and hopefully return me something that I can once again pour into investing, pour into my ISA, and have that money making money and get a real compounding effect. It's certainly not passive in the sense that you would need to continue making YouTube videos, producing more content each week to offer people who want to come and watch your videos, but certainly I can see how that effort would snowball over time into greater and greater rewards. Print on demand is another opportunity for anyone who is artistically inclined, anyone who's got a bit of craft, a bit of design about them. You can take your designs, have them printed on t-shirts, mugs, sheets, face masks now, of course, anything like that. You can take your designs, upload them to various different suppliers, and basically people can come along, browse your designs, and if they see one they like, then they can ask for it on a mug or a t-shirt. When that company then sells them a mug or a t-shirt, you'll get a little slice of that pie for your efforts in providing the design in the first place. So it's another one of these things, you do a little bit of work up front, and if you're pretty talented, you'll be able to turn these out quite quickly. Come up with a nice original design, it's going to catch people's imagination, and you can be earning off the back of those royalties for the rest of your days. That's pretty good. My wife and I had a go at it last year very quickly. Threw together a few designs in 20-25 minutes and threw them up on some sites. We got one sale, so I included it in my 2020 video. I'm not including it in this one. It's not something I see myself getting too involved with going forward, but you know, if I find myself with a spare half hour, it might just be something that, you know, you can push it up there and take a chance. Often it would come hand in hand with some kind of advertising though. Often you need to get eyeballs drawn to your site to make some sales. But in saying that, there's lots of free ways to do it as well. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, social media, any kind of Instagram, you know, all these different things. If you've got a good following there, you can always direct your followers to the website that is offering your goods, and you know, that's a great way to get started too. So that is it, folks. That is my passive income video, how I'm going to be making money in 2021. Have I left anything out? I would love to know how you're making your passive income, or if there's any of those ideas that have given you some kind of inspiration. I would love to hear what you're going to get started. Drop a comment below, ask me any questions you want, happy to answer them, and of course, if you aren't already, subscribe, notification bell, smash that like button because it helps so much. Don't forget, get your name in the hat for this month's giveaway. Make sure you're using my affiliate links to boost that prize pot. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I will see you in the next one.